Welcome to part 5 of the Music Is series. I'm Tali and I am the founder of CAYA, which stands for Come As You Are. I am the founder of CAYA Sound System and also CAYA Audio and CAYA Enterprise. CAYA Audio will be launching its very first product this year, so that's exciting. Welcome to part 5 of the series. Today we're going to Brazil, and we are going to Brazil to speak with university lecturer Leo Vidigal, and I'm so excited to have him as part of the Music Is series just because it's a very, very, very trying time for many people, especially those who are involved in the live industry or creatives as a whole. He'll explain a bit more about what he does and what he specializes in. We actually met via a Sound System International conference some years back now at Goldsmiths University. But yeah, this whole series is about looking at how music impacts people's lives, in particular those who are of the creative industry, those who at current are experiencing something that's, unprecedented and is restricting their lives and their livelihoods. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and ask Leo to join and then take things from there. If you want to catch any of the previous recordings, they are at CAYA Audio on YouTube. But here we are joined by the man himself. I'm very, very pleased to have you as my 5th guest on the Music Is series, Leo. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you'd like to introduce yourself to everyone, and then we can get going.
Okay, thank you, Tari. Thank you. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here in your channel, Instagram channel. I'm Leo Vidigal. I'm Brazilian. I'm a Brazilian selector and researcher, reggae researcher, and I teach film studies and popular music studies, trying to link reggae and film. So it's my object of study.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And I was just saying how we actually met, Leo. It was obviously via Sound System International, which we were hoping to you were hoping to host last year in Brazil, but unfortunately because of the pandemic it hasn't been able to go ahead. But I was describing how you're a university lecturer, obviously you're specializing in film studies, but how we kind of forged our relationship was very much through Sound System, reggae culture, and obviously the international vastness of reggae music and Sound System as a whole.
Yeah, and I remember we met personally in Naples, and in the last presential SSO conference.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell me a bit about what's happening now. Obviously, you're a lecturer. If you could just tell everyone how they can contact you, if like what you specialize in. We'll do that at the end as well. But for those who are here at the start, it'd be great to kind of just get them informed of, the university that you are at, and also your latest publications, etc., etc. And then we can ask you some questions.
Okay, you can all can meet me in my Instagram channel and the Facebook page. You can be updated about my works and my publications and something like that, and lectures too.
And what was your latest publication?
My latest publication was in a Brazilian academic journal.
Fantastic.
But I'm preparing a book chapter about sound system culture that will be published soon.
Fantastic, fantastic. I'm so excited about that. So excited. So, Music Is series. This is part 5. You're our 5th guest, and as I described, the Music Is series is really looking at music as a universal language and how it impacts us as creatives, us as academics, us as researchers. Obviously, what we have in common is reggae culture, and without that, we probably wouldn't have connected. And so I started this
Yeah.
series really just to get a better idea as to how people are currently feeling, and also how music has impacted your life. How has music impacted your life, Leo? And really speaking from obviously a Brazilian perspective and a reggae perspective, how has music impacted your life?
Oh, music is still having an impact in my life in a lot of dimensions. I can say that. It's crucial to me. It's my object of study. I wrote my MA dissertation and my PhD thesis about reggae, relations with reggae and cinema. So if I'm a university teacher now, I owe everything to music, more specifically to reggae music.
Yeah.
And I'm also a selector, reggae selector too, so I have to listen to new tunes every day.
Fantastic.
To keep updated.
And so whereabouts in Brazil are you? Where are you located?
I'm in Belo Horizonte. It's a big city, a 3 million city.
Wow.
in the countryside, you know. It's close to Rio and São Paulo, but and it's a very big city. We have São Paulo has the biggest reggae scene in Brazil, and in Maranhão too, in the Brazilian Jamaica. It's another state.
Oh, wow.
But Belo Horizonte has a very nice reggae scene. I think it's reggae music. It's still a way of communication, to communicate with each other, and a way for fighting for a better world too. Reggae is all about. It's all about the struggle for a better world, you know?
No, absolutely, absolutely. And so when did your kind of interest with reggae music or to reggae music start?
Oh, I started a reggae fan club in the 90s, 1991. Hello. We started a reggae fan club. It's common in the 90s. And I started to publish a reggae fanzine called Massive Reggae. We haven't much information about sound systems in Jamaica or in UK, but we had a lot of information about radiolas, that is a kind of Brazilian sound systems from Maranhão. The Brazilian Jamaica is a state very far from my city, but it's close to my heart, you know?
Yeah.
Because they are playing reggae music since the 70s.
Wow.
And they used the radiola, the soundman from Maranhão used to go to Jamaica, so they had a contact with sound systems there, and they built a huge reggae scene in Maranhão, you know. So this inspired us here in Belo Horizonte to organize a sound system, a radiola sound system. It was in 1992.
Okay.
But I have to tell that my first recollection of reggae was a single from Brazilian artist Gilberto Gil.
Oh, wow.
He made a Portuguese version of No Woman No Cry.
Okay.
And called Não Chores Mais. Não Chores Mais.
Okay.
At the end of the 70s.
Wow.
So it was a huge hit in Brazil.
Wow, wow.
So when I was a child, but it had a huge impact in me.
No, absolutely. And I think it just speaks volumes of music, you know, and especially reggae music, obviously, because, you know, some of the reggae music, obviously, it was born in the Caribbean and Jamaica. However, its expansion to different continents and the uptake of it and the relatability of the people is incredible, absolutely incredible. So yeah. Your first recollection of reggae music was that song at the end of the 70s. And then you in 1991, you launched a group.
Yes, you call it the fan club, and start to publish the fanzine. Massive reggae fanzine.
Okay, and what did that look like? What did you guys do?
Oh, let me think. Let me see if I can show you. This is our fanzine. Now this is a Brazilian reggae group.
Oh wow!
In the cover, Tribo de Já.
Oh wow!
This It's a kind of magazine. It's from the 90s. It was published in 1996.
Wow, so a long time ago. You must
Yeah.
the details from you, and I'll link it into the information at the end, just so that if people want to review at all, then they can. So yeah, that's how you first got involved, obviously. And how did you build? Obviously, you then went on to further it by becoming a lecturer and etc. etc. But how did you, from the music at the end of the 70s to the fan group, what happened to today? What's happened?
Oh, I started to study and collect reggae records,
Okay.
and in 1997, I started to be a university teacher, and I got my MA and later my PhD.
Okay.
So I started this career as a teacher, as a university teacher, but I'm continuing to play records in a kind of hobby. But in 2011, I formed with some friends here in Belo Horizonte another sound system that time is more informed and more in touch with the sound systems abroad. That is the Descarrega sound system, you know.
Okay.
And since 2011, we make huge parties in the streets and something like that.
Okay, okay. And so with regards to your sound system, you formed that, and obviously right now not much has gone on. Well, not much can go on. And how is that impacting you and the sound system?
Oh, it's a huge impact, because when I went to Maranhão for the first time, 2001, I could feel the bass, you know, that huge walls of speakers, and these trips to Maranhão made me want to have a sound system again.
Yes.
So when I received this invitation to form another sound system, I was very happy, and we started this Descarrega sound 10 years ago.
Wow, wow. And what would you say are some of the highlights of having a sound system in Brazil?
Oh, we had a huge gathering of sound systems in 2012, and we invited the Channel 1 sound system to come, and it called the Reunion of Dub in São Paulo, a very big gathering.
Yes.
But in Brazil, it's difficult to have gatherings like that. And it was free. It was nothing. It was in the downtown of São Paulo.
Wow, that's.
And a lot of people attended.
Wow.
I think it was the highlight of the reggae scene here in Brazil.
I could imagine. Absolutely incredible. Because Channel 1, obviously, they travel internationally, but them matched with a Brazilian sound in Brazil, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so, obviously, I know that you lecture, but reggae is very much your heart, you know. How do you think, without reggae music, your sound system, what would you do if it wasn't for music? Do you think, like it's very much your livelihood? Without music, do you think, what would your life be like?
Yeah, I think I'm doing this research about reggae and film media and audiovisual media, video too. I think it's a lifetime research, you know. I will always updating this research and trying to get deeper in the subject, to know more sound systems and to listen to more music. That's my life, you can say that.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. And so really, without doing what you're doing, you couldn't do anything else.
Yeah, it's crucial to me. It's totally part of my life, and I owe everything to music, to reggae music. I can say that. And I try to give back, playing records and to commissioning and dub plates to reggae artists. and spreading the message. I try to spread the message. I'm also an amateur percussionist of samba and maracatu groups.
Oh, wow.
So music is definitely a part of my life.
Okay. And I know you have daughters. Would you say that your involvement in music has already impacted their lives, or has it shaped their lives and what they will go on to do?
They was raised with reggae. They listen a lot of reggae. They're not so deep in the reggae fandom like me, but they like it a lot. They went to London with me in my postdoctoral research, and they lived with me there for 1 year, 2015.
Yes.
They used to attend my sessions. And
in particular, obviously, as I described before, we met via Sound System International and that whole conference, which was established now 2015, off the top of my head, at Goldsmiths University.
Yeah.
And obviously since then, you know, it's been here in the UK, it's been in Naples,
yeah.
It's been in Jamaica, and obviously we were planning on coming to Brazil. I just wanted you to maybe mention what place reggae music has in Brazil from your experience.
I think it's an alternative culture here. It had a huge success in the 90s with acts like Shabba Ranks coming here, and a lot of reggae acts, Brazilian reggae acts that was in the charts. But now it's underground thing. But you can say it's a mainstream culture in Maranhão. Because in Maranhão, everybody listens to reggae. People are all ages are listening to reggae, not just the young people like here in the South, you know?
Okay. So yeah, it's an alternative culture, and yeah, I think I'm really looking forward to your latest piece that I know you're going to be. It's going to be included in Sonia's book. So yeah, I don't know what the topic of that is. What will the topic of the book be? But I know.
Oh, it will be the sound system films, what I call it, sound system films. Mm-hmm. Films like Babylon, Sound Business, and the Small Acts series from, that we had last year. And they are all films that try to depict the sound system culture, you know. And we have thousands of videos made by the sound systems themselves in the media, in the net, in the social media. So they are trying to make their own videos, their own material. It's very interesting.
And if you can give me the title of it, as I said at the end, I'll include it. For you then, what would you say was your most impactful song, Leo? What song was impactful?
Oh, for me, I can say that that was No Woman No Cry, and the Portuguese version, Não Chores Mais.
Wow.
Because it was because it drove my attention and my life to reggae music, you know, when I was a kid.
When you first heard that song, No Woman No Cry, the Portuguese version,
where
were you?
It was 79, 1980. Okay. The same time when Bob Marley came to Brazil. They stayed a few days in Brazil in 1980.
Yes.
And Peter Tosh made a very influential gig in Brazil too in 1980 in a jazz festival. Many people that went to that gig later had reggae bands, and they became reggae enthusiasts, you know.
Yes.
But Bob Marley didn't play. They didn't allow them here to play in Brazil.
It's quite significant, actually, that he came in 1980, and then it was actually quite soon after that he passed away, right?
Yeah. Yeah, very soon. And he bought here some instruments he used in the arrangement of Could You Be Loved.
Oh, wow.
You know, some instruments you hear in Could You Be Loved are bought in Brazil.
Wow. That's incredible.
And you can hear a sound like a it's a quicker, you know. It's a quick instrument that you can you can find only in Brazil.
Oh, wow.
Kind of fiction that is played in samba, you know?
Yes, yes,
so
yes.
that sound that you hear below the voice, Bob Marley's voice,
Oh, wow.
it's the cuica.
Okay, I'll definitely have a look that up. So before we go to questions, I always ask my guest to say one statement. So if I say, for me, music is life, it's harmony, it's peace, it's my well-being. Can you tell me what music is for you? What is music for you, Leo?
Oh, to use an English expression, music is the wind beneath my wings for me, you know? It's only the reason of my life, I can say that.
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much. Right, I'm going to ask, does anyone have any questions? Was there anything else that you wanted to share, Leo, before we finish? I think I've asked all that I can think of. Obviously, so what's next for you? Tell me a bit, what's happening next for yourself?
We are preparing another SSO conference, an online conference, probably in June. I'm not sure yet, but probably in June. We will have another Sound System International Conference online.
Fantastic.
So stay tuned.
Definitely stay tuned. And obviously you can follow Leo on Instagram and obviously on Facebook. Is there anywhere else, or is that it?
Yes. I think on Facebook and Instagram is the best ways to follow my work. And
Okay. All right. So we don't have any questions. Is there anything else that you'd like to share?
I'd like to give thanks to all artists and the musicians and soundmen and soundwomen and all people that kept the torch burning, the music alive. I just want to give thanks to all of them and say that we are trying to keep the torch burning too.
Oh, brilliant. That's such a lovely closing statement. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I can't wait to hopefully be involved with the online conference or come and see you in Brazil, hopefully soon enough. But thank you very, very much, Leo. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Thank you.
Me too. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome, and blessings to everyone for joining, and see you next week. Part 6 of the Music is series. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.